the sponsors in the building. As you all know, it's not only God who gets us along, it's not only God who pushes us forward. We have people we have companies, we have communities who are ready to push the GDG Bamenda community forward. At this point in time, okay, before that, we just have to move to the next call while our sponsors prepare themselves to enlighten us about what they do and how we can get involved with them and so much more. Before that, hope everybody has gotten the password. Please, laptops out. I don't know how they take a workshop and people are with just their phones. What's the issue? Please, laptops out.
We're going to have our first practical session. Don't put things on your download list that day. Yes. Know now that because I've checked the screen now and wow, to show that many people, please, this is for us to learn, right? So we're going to have our next speaker. How many of us remember, how many of us have been in the community for over a year? Yes. Last year, there was one of our sponsors who did something very big. Right? Who won something very big? How many of us? Who can tell me what exactly was it? Yes? Correct. It was a firebase competition. We don't want to mention the price now for security purposes. It is one of our proudest achievements as a community, or one of our proudest moments as a community, that one of us, it was not a Cameroonian competition. It was not an African competition, it was a global competition. So to have one of us here win in that category, it shows that it is possible for all of us. And that leads us to our next session. Our next session will be on building at scale with Firebase and cloud. So actually we had a GDE. How many of us know who GDEs are? GDEs, Google Developers Experts. Yeah. Alright, so GDEs in essence are one of the highest ranking levels of Google recognizing people who have proficiency within their fields, right? So they are recognized as Google, like these are experts in their field. We have Firebase, we have Google Cloud, we have Flutter. It's mostly for Google technologies and also general technologies, right? So we have one of them who was supposed to be here, but due to one or two things that came up, we're not longer able to make it for their trip. However, there was a video that he recorded. So his name is Anthony Atwa. He is a GDE for Flutter and Dart, and he has worked with several companies. He's a senior mobile developer. He has worked with many companies. I think currently he works with a company in the UK as a senior mobile developer. So I think we will have his presentation now. Please take a picture with your neighbor and post. Please.
deploy something that was built on Firebase Studio. Okay, so it's still on your laptop then. Alright, so we are going to start with a video, and after that we are going to go directly to the practical session. So we watch the video, it's about 17 minutes long, and after that we directly go to the coding session. For those who are not yet connected to the end, try to be connected to the end, and please work on that one today. We are going to download it after the session. And so,
This part, and today we're going to have a section on using a scale the Firebase, which is very, very basic for people who are into AI, who are AI engineers, and who wants to play a lot of stuff out there.
what's a laptop? Disconnect. Another question, who saw the application video? Who saw what the video in Firebase Studio? More hands.
More like image detection application.
Image detection.
Like it recognizes, you do a side face. Using either code or AI or code reviews.
Right, so you build a Canva AI using Gemini. So what you do is you draw on it and you tell AI to predict what you're trying to draw. Right, that's what it does. So let's just represent this faithful and visible. And then you draw. This content warning. I'll have it through in primary 6. Okay.
Need for speed.
So the network permits us. Good. You see, we're able to draw something, right? And it just predicts what we're trying to draw. Now we're not going to be building the same thing as this because I want us to learn something very important here. You see, this was coded and deployed. Who can guess how long it took? Who can guess? Okay, so if I was able to build something like this, how long will it take you? No, I mean coding it. I don't care if you use ChatGPT because I know that most of you.
1 hour.
About 1 month. Somebody said 6. Okay, so this all took me about 5 minutes to build and deploy. Now you see, I'm accessing it through this web link.
So you can never reduce the size.
Yeah, this is making it more yes. But if you can see here, right, this is a web link. So if you have to go to this same link, you are able to draw this. You are able to see the size that I'm going to deploy, right? Because I know if someone tells you now that give me a website, you're more scared of how to deploy the application and send it, right? So let's all build something and we try to deploy before we get into the practical session. So for those who have Firebase open, let's all move to Firebase. Yes. Okay, so we are going to start, we are going to take it from the scratch, right? And we do, just go to Firebase Studio. Just really fair, let's get an identity. Let's want something small.
Okay, I was suggesting we build either heads or tails game or throw the dice. So with the head and tail, you have to give it the program.
I need a description. If you guys do this app, how you describe it? Build
Build an app that lets the user flip a coin and detect whether it's a head or it's a tail. If it's a head, the user wins. If it's a tail, he loses, depending on the option that the user makes.
That allows the user, you could just type alongside.
Aside.
To flip a coin.
Yes.
And if heads,
If heads win,
user wins, and
if tails lose, and otherwise.
otherwise.
Yes, vice versa.
Great. How all of us have gotten it? Who has typed it down already?
Let me read. Build an app that allows a user to flip a coin, and if heads, the user wins, and if tail, the user loses, and vice versa.
Are we there?
Not yet.
Is it a connectivity issue? Yes, if not it, thank you. Yeah. And if there was because the condition to check the road. Are we there? Yeah. Okay, so click on prototype and see what happens. It tells if the user won or lose based on the outcome of the coin, and the game result is display a clear message indicating whether the user won or lost the apps, including the text congratulations. And now it goes down to the technical part. What are the style guides? What are the colors you need for this application? It gets a random of I see yellow. Brings yellow, white, and brings green, right? And it's telling you the layout is going to center the coin and the win or lose message on the screen. The typography, what text does it use, what font does it use. And we have the icons, we have the animations. And we say it's going to build it with a stack of TypeScript, Next.js, and Tailwind CSS. But let's say we do not want to use Tailwind CSS. Let's say we want to use React, we want to use Angular. What are you going to do? You come now, you can edit the requirement. Editing the requirement contains a lot. What do you want? Is it that you don't like this gold color and you want it to be blue, pink, or red, or whatever you want it to be? This is where you modify it. We could tell it what to do, how should we center the information on the screen. Now we are going to go with the default so that we don't take so much time to complete this application. But once you are done with everything that is required, you now move to prototyping the app. So all of those who are here, are we going to prototyping the app? Yes. Let's all prototype and see what we have. So you could see it is creating the files, right? Create the files, put the code in it, like tells you which files you modify. This guy is why are we having the same rate? You have the same rate. No, he's the same as mine. Both are very interesting. Guys, you're winning. Who has lose? Because everybody is winning.
I've been losing.
You're only losing. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, good. 6 wins, 6 lose. Great.
If you look here, who has seen NT code? Good. What NT code does is, if you click on it, it takes you to an IDE, something similar to VS Code. And what happens is, let's say maybe you are not really okay with the way this form is, and you don't know how to describe it to change it. You can go into the code and change it by yourself. And when you go into the code, you still have another AI in your place, like AI is everywhere you go. You use the AI here, you go into the code, use the AI still to edit the code, right? And now, one last step. Publish. Now what this does is, before, what you do is, you are going to finish this app, and then you are going to now call one guy that event was wearing an AWS t-shirt or a Google t-shirt, and you're asking how do I take this app online, right? Now it's just with the button. Everybody click on publish and see swap. So we are all going to do it here as well. You see, we're just click on publish. Those are the steps. First of all, for it to be published, it needs to be a firebase project. You have to link the cloud billing account. There's some work, I'm going to have some issues, but at the end, just enable firebase services. So now, when you create the firebase account for the beginning here, it gives you some credit. So you don't have to use your money. But the only issue is you have to link your card to be able to have that billing account, which I did, and if you know it's okay, yes, I have to link the card.
Yes. I'm agree because yes, I'm going to share the card. Okay.
There are free cloud credits that we like. I think we're going to provide a link to that so that even when you go back home, you can use it to prototype further with it. We're going to provide. That was supposed to be.
Yeah, it's not really a camp. You will need to subscribe to it because there's going to be something that you take home and do, and there's a price for the person who completes it. Alright, so we are publishing. And you see, it's really telling us that when it's done, you'll be able to access the app at this link. So whenever you are done with your client's application, you'll now be like to access their website, go to that link, and you're going to be able to get the app. So once it's done, this is what you're going to see. Just because of time, we will not complete this because it needs about 5 minutes, but we will not have to touch anything. Just see, and in these 5 minutes, and it will be available. Through the post, here are 3 things involved. Okay, so to make a post, you have text, right? Just like what Twitter does. You have a text telling you to write what's in your mind, and you can add and just one image, not multiple images. And when you have written the text and then added an image, you have the post button. We are not going to make the post now because we have other posts here. So this is a sample of how a post will look, and this is how a sample of a post that an image will look. And what you have to do is, you see, just make it good. Choose your name, you have a logo, you put the post, and now this is the tricky part. We need you to authenticate this user. We don't want it to be free to everybody. I was not authenticated and come to your app and review posts, but to make a post, I need to be authenticated. And now there are 2 types of authentications that could be done. Let's just log out from this user and you're going to see something. Good. I'm trying to create a post, I'm not logged in. It's telling me, sign in via Google to continue as a guest, right? Now with Firebase, you could be a guest, but it still keeps an authentication for you on an anonymous user. On your system, it's not everybody that will provide you via Google information. But if they do, when I take sign in, just like the normal one will do, takes me to another page and I have the option of deselecting my Google account. What not understood? That Firebase has to be for the anonymous user. And you can have this anonymous users on your platform. When you sign in, it's going to give up the 74 information and 74 profiles which should be used. Oh, I use my Google account, right? And then the post contains text and an image. So now, what is the assignment? Write it down any way you can. It should look something similar to this. It must not be this. You can impress us further, right? Build something amazing. You could even do like flying emojis and everything. Impressive. So here's how you're going to do it. You build it today and you post it either on Twitter or on LinkedIn, and you tap Jiddish Bamenda and you tap me. You can tap me at Never Desmond. Yes, Never Desmond C. Yeah. Just tag me at Never Desmond C. Yes, on Twitter or LinkedIn. We are going to evaluate all of those posts you make this night, and by tomorrow, the next one is going to be having a prize. I don't say how huge is it because they will not park it in front of this event hall. So we will have to order it on tomorrow. So complete your post, complete the application, make a post, tag us on Twitter or LinkedIn. We are going to evaluate them, and by tomorrow we'll be doing the winner from the session. So, any question? I think that's it for our presentation and this workshop. Any question?
For clarification, should they post the link to the demo or maybe the screen record of the demo?
Thank you. That's very important. You should post a screenshot, right, of what you have alongside the link for those who are able to publish. Now, if you're not able to publish, just put down your screenshot, but just have in mind that those who actually publish it and put the link on their post.
Record.
No, just images. It's going to be too much. So just pictures, right, and a link. Those who have links that will be at the higher position. But if you don't have a link, just post the picture. We're going to evaluate now. We are going to get a winner tomorrow. Any question? Yes, please.
Okay, I have questions or just simple applications like this one.
Very interesting. Can you use to build complex applications? Yes. You can use it to build very complex things. And you don't just build complex things, you can import projects into it. Take that, you already have an application that you are working on, right? And it's already on GitHub. What you can do is, at the start of Firebase, when you just go to the first page, they ask you what you want to do. Do you want to type an app? Do you want to code in a particular framework, or do you want to import a project? You can import your project, and the advantage, you can study the code base for you. And when you study it, it has more context on how you can work on it. So with that, you can even contribute to external projects and you're not supposed to no anything. With Firebase, you can do anything. App, web, everybody. No, for the assignment, feel free, explore anything you want to, but it should be done on Firebase Studio, right? Because we are going to check this video. Yes. But you must not do the education, right? Just end where you can end and make your post. But the person who does the education and publishes will proud more than this. No, like I'm going to start checking them around 2 a.m. So you should have made the post before 2 a.m. You don't have money to publish. No, you don't need to have money to publish, right? You can use a card that's empty. You can create a card. There are so many sites. Emerson, Basic card. There are so many sites you can create free cards, right? Create a free card. You just need your IT card. Your parents' IT. So you say for that one. Yeah. Any other thing? Right. Thank you guys.
Clap. You don't have to have all these skills. All you need to do is just be able to prompt, give further context, do research, and yeah. So please, we want to see creative. Don't just replicate exactly the same thing that he has done. We want to see how you are able to do creative stuff. And like our patient says, this applies to, I think they are my classmates, that some lazy classmates who use this to do their projects in one night. Yes, and it's invented and they are excellent. But this is not to say that's how you're supposed to do. I'm just saying that it enables us developers to be able to do things quickly, right? Mastering the basics is important. AI helps you to scale. So whatever project that you're thinking that you can create, right? It is not possible because if you can describe it, it can be done, right? If you can describe it, if you can describe it, if you can describe it, so that's the power of AI. So